The first girl of this crown is one, the leading dancer of a theater, large in Russia with a ruler. Every day she has countless people. The right to have money wants to be intimate with her, but the girl's heart named Dominika. This is only placed in dancing for legs. Her mother was sick because she was free. Physiotherapy and housing by the theater. Dominika level is forced to keep the condition. The peak of the dance career. But how can life be always convenient? The wind was stood when Dominican was standing. On the charming, magnificent stage dancing, as usual, her nightmare. Her feet were accidentally danced by her partner, running and waiting until Dominika woke up. I was lying in the bed of the hospital. Her legs were held by iron needles. Cut can see that she just had surgery. Dominika finished the technique that career. Her dance ended, and then 3 months later, Dominika was discharged from the hospital. Now she had. I can go by myself when she goes home. Discovered in the house, there is one more person. The Uncle Ivan visits their mother and daughter. Uncle Ivan is the deputy director of the agency, intelligence because of busy work. He did not often visit the mother and daughter. When Dominika paid to Ivan, he proposed, deadly withdraw her in terms of work, and left a document with anything. Surprisingly, the street is still bustling. When Ivan went to Dominika, he went back to his room. Seeing the document, there is one. The recorder and the same tip of the recording machine. There is a recording of the conversation between Vu Nam, of her and another dancer. One dance, other women craving the position of Dominican. So have seduced you to jump into the next. The plan broke the legs to steal the position. Dominican's angry. Run to the theater. She found a couple of male cranes. That female in the bathroom. Then she held the tree. The stick for the two of them a match later. Dominika frantically ran out of the house, singing her the murder so I did not forget. Call an ambulance until the work is completed. Then she went home and discovered her mother, painfully sitting on the ground. The institute stopped paying the nanny. Always taking care of her mother did not come to work. More work, because to take care of the mother, also because to have, can stay in this city. I planned to find Ivan to see if there was a chance. No, but Ivan is a lake. What should I do in the Russian intelligence? There is something to help anyone no matter what. As my roast grandchild, it must be helped. He was a job before Ivan Bao Dominika. CHN evening on Friday to 1. Large hotel bathing instead of a ceremony. The prostration was prepared for a long time after that. Sit in the coolest catch in the lobby. BA shop to attract the attention of the tycoon. Ustinov started talking to him and then entering the hotel room at him. If you don't pay attention, the porridge changes the electricity. Voice, but unexpectedly, Ustinov's. Very rough to her at the right time he was. Preparing to make a bad game. The helmet appears behind the back. Use his iron wire. Dominika was now threatened to lose soul. Laka only obediently obeyed. The assassin's arrangement follows the tale. People kill the rifles to reduce the bar to shoot broken door locks by Dominika. Go to the car to keep the car after finishing the bodyguard, then carry a motorbike to bring Dominican to guests. The hotel entered an assassin's room. Remove the helmet before Dominican's eyes, revealing my true face. At this time, the owner also entered the room. It is Dominican Ivan's uncle Ivan. This is like turning into a human being. Others coldly said he said just because Dominika saw the assassin. I also saw the assassin face, so he... Only 2 paths for Dominika to choose. The first one is sent to the ring. Professional training becomes a cockroach. The message of the second Russia is the same. The login is very obvious. Can only choose the first path first. When she went to train, she went home to say goodbye to her mother. Mom just told her daughter an important thing. The only wait is for people. You like this demon I have to Good guards cannot block it. My retreat was picked up by the car. Dominika walked on the big snow-covered road. Thick Dominika knows that after the trip, this life will change. She tilted the sky, and the earth was no longer in the ground. Back to again, Dominika was brought. The harsh, cold land. Secret military number B of Russia in Siberian women. The officials welcomed her first. Give her the principal of the school in. Any situation is not allowed. Revealing her real name or any information. Any other personal news understands not yes. Grandma in school, all students are. Called sparrows are Nam Than. Female 2 is sent from all over the lane. Small one of the lessons in the throne. This school is how to find out the disadvantages of the opponent and benefit. Using it, the female teacher finished speaking and immediately called Domini's name and another male student. Tell the 2 of them to remove things. In front of the Dominican class, it is unbelievable to see the female religion that the female teacher told her, that from the time they were born, the body was the country's belongs to the national repayment. They must forget the dignity and religion, my virtue except to study. How to forget the dignity. The Dominican. Learn all kinds of skills like open guns. The key to track the quartets is like Ms. Evans' uncle said. Dominika seems to be born. Good variety to spy each subject. Learning is very elite, but also because of her, always stand out like a phoenix. Should make people around jealousy that day when Dominican was shower suddenly had a naked male student. On the wall of this wall was dissatisfied, back to Dominican for a long time, so this time I want to conquer her by cowardly, but Dominica cannot easily be, mainly, such restoring, but she removed the bar, steel water knocked down the opponent to beat. Let him spray with this event, also lead to the principal's call. Dominica went to the room to talk. Strangely, the teacher did not blame her for fighting. In contrast, just say that you and your wife, having seen her performed, the teacher, tell her that life is really many ways, then told her to leave. But female, the teacher did not ignore this. When I went to class again, I called Dominican again. That also called the male student to be defeated by her. Come to tell Dominica to give him something. Really want the opponent to tell Dominican. Turned around, but Dominica refused. Directly take off right in front of him. He looked at Dominican frankly. Then the opposite has lost. Want to possess pants and leave like a guy failed. Has seen what this name wants to have. Is the power of the principal field. This student was proficient in reading. Being inner people's heart immediately good for her. Karma sent to Russia at Dominican just returned. Not even when I came home to talk to my mother. Ivan's phone called mother. Seeing perhaps Dominican will forever not be possible. Any escape from Ivan's claws. Okay. But in the heart of Dominica silently. Vow to definitely find a way. Leaving Dominica to go to Qua restaurant. Of course, she did not want to see her uncle. Most met Ivan gave her a mission. It turned out that it was a few months ago Nas one fried. The message in the American CIA has secretly met. The messenger. Members in Russia to exchange love information. The newspaper suddenly hit the police car. Weak to see the messenger was police car. Block. Because you want to protect the opponent's ruble, not exposed. Nas directly, withdrawed guns. Luke went out a few consecutive plays to attract the police successfully reviewed. Being reported by Nas, running. The network to the U.S. Embassy also became the NAS network could return to the U.S. in one time. But now the security agency, Russia, found him again in Budapest, Europe, because I want to pull out to see the messenger. Let him finally decide Ivan. Dominican sect came to approach Nas to get his faith finally listened. Give the news of the other country soldier. Actually, Dominican does not want to make cockroaches. Deep Ivan because she wants her to be assured to complete the mission that drew her ache. As long as she completed the mission this time, he will release her freely. Which other Dominican just have to come. Budapest entered in the housing area of the department. Russian security in the same room is a message. High-end Mata is the senior that has been attacked. The work here for many years Mata has a reminder. Dominica's touch here is one. The old man is eager to be obscene. With him you should pay attention a little bit. Of course, Mata said he didn't wrong, he looked. Seeing Dominican, the eyes immediately glowed. Find the opportunity to deliberately visit her body. But for these sharp characters, Dominica did not bother to make her eyes search. Understanding the information in the document is, Nas loves swimming every day so immediately. From the pool, secretly followed him a day. In the evening, she dyed her hair into a color. Gold the next day also registered the card in the lake. Swimming at the time of finishing personal information, Dominica hesitated for a last time. Tear the registration sheet to write the fake name, and then write, my real name is on this acquaintance. By revealing your true identity, let the opponent Dominican wear a swimsuit. Sexy passing by Nas is because want to deliberately attract his attention. As expected, when I asked for the Nas pool, call her back, but did not expect to actually. Nas has discovered her existence. Yesterday also realized that she dyed her hair. This proves that he already knows Dominican. Deliberately approaching Dominican. Board the bus in a slightly stressful mood, but when the car was gone, she showed one. The smile the next day Dominican still followed. Lou went to the pool but did not see Nas anywhere when she returned the key. The member found it forever and did not see the newspaper. Her news is not the application sheet. Her Nas was investigated by Nas. Dominica's real information after that. Tell the superiors they have known. Previously, she was a dancer. More importantly, she is the niece of the deputy. The director of Anna department also felt more than Nas. This woman uses a strange name. Definitely hidden love behind. Many reasons made him decide. Try to see the woman. Hey or not the next day in one. An international exchange party meet again. Dominica again. Two people know the situation of each other began to talk. Do not abstain from Nas very clearly expressed. I want to be friends with you. Are the two people the last day to use? Dominican dinner at night. The Mata is not in the room. She immediately opened the Mata room to search. One turn in the room finally searched. Get a bag of oil paper in the corner gap. Inside is a lot of intimate photos of Mata and an American woman. One book. The diary with this woman is greedy. Pros chief of the U.S. Senate now. Dominica heard the opening of the door below. The floor is Mata, who returned to Dominican. Take advantage of more diary pages. Discovered on another page that Mata is about to conduct intelligence transactions, worth $250,000 for this person. London at Mata entered room. Dominica from my room came to Mata. Give her a piece of paper. It was Dominica. Refused to ask for invitation to bed. The head of the intelligence station. This person has gossiped with the security. Ninga that Domini did not take action. What Dominican progress also felt in a hurry. Know if you are examined. What will be the end of tonight? After she did not come to eat with Nas like the appointment that sneaks with Nas home knows. Decided by his residence Dominica. Fast step up straight in front of you. Pull close to the relationship. She told a few tears. Fake puppet. Then pressed the door of the house. Dominica pretended to be slow to come. Near Nas prepares to use beauty to reporter. He shook him to get his belief, but unexpectedly, Nas did not bite the sentence, but bow Dominica think carefully. What she wants is the first time to taste, the feeling of failure when not grasping the mind. The reason of others she appoints Nas Day. After seeing again, then left, but the next day Dominica stood in front of the lake, swimming and waiting for left and right to wait horizontally, still not seeing Nas appear no longer. Other ways she still has to carry. The case had to go to Nas's house again. She uses the superior unlock skills of, I let open the door of the room when I lost one, in the house but did not find out. What is useful when she paired? When you left, I accidentally saw 2 glasses. Wine last night was still on the table. Empty is a deep Nas Dominica. Sometimes it was plotting something, then took it away. NASD's fingerprints wait until Dominica's house was surprised to see Ivan has come here, then this is all ending. As a result, the head of the station was told, Ivan is the superior of Dominican. Go to the meeting, but the results are rounded. This place to ask Dominica is equal. What happens due to the fact she also has not made anything with Nas, really have not gained any useful information. So in the panic, she said, Ivan Mata is about to trade $250,000 with Americans at the same time lying that this is her and Mata together. Make her want Ivan to give $250,000 first. She also knows that Ivan can spend. Ivan understands this intelligence news. Lightweight weight temporarily ignored. Let Dominica prepare to leave. The door to remember is to forget to get a jacket. In addition to Dominican, take the initiative to get him. But when she came in to get him, then the passport mine opened to read carefully. Quickly remember to take the passport number. Put back into the shirt after seeing off vanilla. Dominica turned inside to see Mata is holding a gun in front of him. It turned out that the conversation between the two heard all Mata questioning Dominica. Why do you want to win the goal? She had to spend more than a year to achieve. Dominica knows Mata is a high spy. Age at the front line. Miserable risk. Tuan could not export large amounts, like $250,000, but she may have. The director of the Russian security department exported. Money helps Mata complete the transaction. Hey, Mata does not understand why Dominica must risk your life to complete the task. What is the weakness in the end like that? Located in the hands of the organization, so that is, Dominica immediately told the story before. I saw the assassin under the expansion. Ivan harmed the other Russian. This story is not told to anyone. If revealed, surely Dominica will be killed, but ding. This of her indirectly harms the calculation. Mata network after this. Waves Dominica. Go to the train station to buy tickets to Vietnam, then go to the door of an indigenous bank looking over. Dominican glass door is aimed at one core. Young male Vian looks quite immature. Pray wait until the bank is closed. Dominica melting hurriedly ran to register a new account that the woman. The door lock is her staff, targeted after a beauty. Poor invitation, I just drink fee. Fill in your account registration information. Staff do not have too much experience. Society agreed to be on the other side of Mata. The head of the intelligence station is in the heart. Still hugging, so she revealed weaknesses. Dominica's for the tips. This Dominica is a dusty body. About the accommodation in Budapest, I can't see MTA. In the room where the bathroom door is closed, she crept up and approached the door to open the door. The killer had harmed the previous tycoon. When I appeared, it was Mata. Damn it, cruelly. Dominica is Ivan's granddaughter. Cruel hands with her, but he also seen. Dominican Fox. If there are others. Knowing what the guy is harmful, the tycoon, the next person is in the main bathtub. It was her after he told Dominican to report the scene, then also leave thereafter. Local police verifying one turn, nor did it be helpful information. Dominica was released to the standing person. In front of the police station, she welcomed her. Nas has been missing for a long time. Hey, Nas has received news from Dong. Team to the secret location to meet the news. That is important he received this time. It is Dominican as a beautiful spy. Sparrows in Legend by Russia. Secret training, so he directly reclining cards. With Dominica, compare the difference about The intelligence structure between Russia and the United States condemned the accidental evil aspect of the department, Nga with his people. That can cause Dominican to change the family, enter the CIA team for them to serve. Nas assured her that she would protect her like the way he protects the messenger. My Dominican also shook because of the sentence. It is equal to working for the CIA, so that is NAS. Take her to safety base in Budapest of the CIA here also has 2 senior CIA levels, waiting for her to prevent any reason. Due to the safety, they wear the discounting machine. Lie for Dominican to ask many questions to. Judgments that she was really contented. Join the US government. But this type of test for the message has been well trained. There is no effect after king. Dominica also provides its conditions. She needs each CIA to transfer $30,000. Go to your account in Vietnam for the CIA to feel Dominica is a bit greedy. What is the valuable intelligence that dared to arrogant, demanding money? Then Dominican immediately said the chief of staff of the U.S. Senate wants to sell missiles. This heavy bomb directly makes for all members of the room, right? Straightened to their chin, they did not dare to overlook it. Women with this Russian message again Friday. By the day of the Dominican transaction, go to the hotel designed in London. In the room, there were $250,000 available. Russian security was prepared in the pumpkin compartment. The honey at the desk also has a magnetic disc mark. Fake by the CIA prepared Dominican down. Bar restaurant in the hotel. The U.S. Senate head appeared results. Unexpectedly an invitation guest. The other appears to be the old goat. Head of Maxim Intelligence Station is him. I am not assured of the transaction, so I try. Love came here for help, but in the heart. Dominica understands that this is actually eye ears. Sent by Even to Dominica. This person is very frustrated, immediately chasing him. Go to the room just a while later. Chief of Staff Stefan went to Dominica. Come to sit next to her before introducing herself. I am the traitor today. Fuang saw not Mata. Familiarity is starting to be alert. Leaving the hotel, but Dominica was investigate the opponent knows. Being Stefan really need money. She once again showed abilities. Control the heart of the tongue, not my skillful bones. Persuade Stefan to enter the transaction office. With me, Stefan is very vigilant. After seeing a full money, Happy to Bloom is not alert. What else to deliver? The magnetic disc contains information of missiles for Dominican to come. In front of the desk, you want to open a secret compartment. Under the table compartment. But this time it was stuck. Can't open it to try it again and again? Just finished? Dominica started to get fake porridge. Really, but the operation time is a bit. Lao made Maxime began to see him. We are going to check the female employee. The CIA is always in the next room to observe. At this time, I was still sitting still in a hurry. Go out of the room to press the doorbell. Dominican rooms, she lured Maxime out. Open the door to fake hotel management. Ask about customer reviews for Dominica more time to take action. Finally, thanks to the coordination of the Rice CIA, the routes that Dominica also changed white instead. Successful black she has completed. Transaction with Stefan before leaving. Tell her to be another hour. From here, but unexpectedly, the previous second. Dominica just went to Stefan to drink ivory. X immediately picked up money from guests. The hotel is waiting for the red light. Unexpectedly discovered cigarettes. The two sides have CIA people who are following, watching me. Stefan panicked and thrown away. Money in the container, then staggered. Going to the other side of the road, but unexpectedly, there is a bold man from one. The kidnapping car goes down towards that Stefan knew he was revealed slowly. The result is a car. Load launched as flying to the quality of the situation. This surprise was also being Anne's person. Nga sat at the door of the hotel. Seeing him hurriedly called back to the report, Maxime received the phone immediately. The driver turned to the airport. He told Dominican as the director. The Russian security department wants to congratulate them, so I decided to fly back to MOSC immediately. Then he also demanded to take the word from the same household. Projecting from the Dominica, she realized. The dangerous signal immediately knows. Something happened, but now there is only a way to pretend to calm down the following. When you get the death plate in the hotel, if you want to go, get the again. The superior also knows that Stefan has been his head jerked because knew this situation will definitely make work. It is the CIA's message that is revealed. Her life was hard to drive in a hurry to drive. The airport hopes to be able to save Dominican. He held a gun into the large airport hall. Just caught up with Dominican in line. Prepare to enter the lobby, but Dominica. This also turned around to see her. Shake his head with him to signal to him. The cave is only so painful. Suffering he knew Dominican on this trip. Heels are less and less returned to the general department of Anne. Nga Anne examiner asked her. Must be she has revealed the news for Americans. Or not, Dominica of course, whether to fight. The substance also does not recognize her hard. Ivan's head, always observed after the screen, immediately called to order directly to use, picture with his niece, always Dominica, peeled off in the cell, cold water constantly flushing her body, being taken to the interrogation room again. The same question is that she revealed information for Americans without answers. Dominica is still negative. She suffered as a shape. Then they let Dominican see a paragraph. The video name Maxim Cather perforated the head, and the examiner pulled out the gun. Also walked out behind her asking that question. Last time, but Dominica was still not redundant. Receive the trigger rang out of the gun without. Dominica seemed to be so scared. The physiological reaction bent down at the time. Hey, Ivan appeared in front of her, said. Dominican tell the truth, but Dominican said all she did is to complete the original task that Ivan has assigned. She did that just to have credibility. The Americans can eventually get information of Kia Ivan newspaper. After listening, it is impossible to object. Sparrows, because of completing the task. Whatever is the average. Usually, maybe I do it. How good, my uncle did not do well, why did you look good? The pitiful niece yawn is soft. The heart is Dominican, not spectacular. Temporarily released, but when even reported, situation with the director of the director. And the principal feels Dominican. This sparrow is definitely cheating. Rising feelings for the agent of CIA Ian. Pressure immediately showed that once the evidence of Dominican betrayed himself, certainly will eliminate Yvonne back home. Seeing the niece sitting in the house waiting. I came to say goodbye to uncle before leaving, but this time she was also use your or, for example, skills. It was a long time since she had known people. Men are their relatives? There is an unsafe thought with me. Dominica returned to Budapest again. Besides Nas, she knows for sure that Nas will do not say the name of the other newspaper. So in the end, she certainly still, she would give her to think to be protected. At the same time require more money. The other $250,000 was transferred to the account. In VN Nas agree with all requirements. Her, in this moment, Nas, also beaten by the Russian girl in front of her. Dominica's defeat approached him again. He no longer refuses after the love click. Dominica woke up in bed, but can't see Nas next to her when she opened her wings. The kitchen door came out and saw the name. The assassin uses steel wire to tighten Nas' neck. Dominica immediately understood the situation. Now Ivan has not been able to carry anymore. So she also came to coordinate with Close. The dazzling hand in the assassin temporarily. Leave the steel wire but take one. The peeling tool bag is a specialized tool, used to replace patients with burns. The hospital he wants to torment Nas slowly, until he said the name of the music. Kia Dominican face emotionlessly looking at the thick assassin. Nas even helped the assassin to keep cutting Nas people to see Nas refuse to speak. What Dominica asked the assassin to give the tool. I also try it myself. Again, when the assassin was caught off guard, the person who suddenly exploded was just now. Now she is just pretending to coordinate, just waiting. The opportunity to save Nas assassins to wake up. The sharp knife for Nas and Dominican Nas, steaming with him. Dominican non-co. The assassin cut the assassin of the killer. Kai Longland could not stand up Dominican. Immediately rushed to solve, always waiting for Dominica to wake up. In the health bed, health is on. What to worry about? But the problem makes her hurt. What is the first thing now? The killer no longer proves her. Definitely betrayed, but at her being painful, one person did not expect, appeared in front of the teacher. Head of Dominican thought he came here to end Willow, but he told her, I am the one who lies in that area. His wife had Russian government cancer. Do not allow American surgeon. The technique for her to harm his wife had to leave him. From very early, this is the reason at why did he betray, but do it forever? So he was tired and he looked out. Dominica has the potential to link. I should immediately tell her to declare myself, so Dominican can continue to live. Maybe the place he continues to do for CIA. The situation appears a big point. Dominica started to act first. She confessed to the Budapest police, accepting, I saw off people to heaven. Also requested to meet the Russian embassy at the time. The Dominican embassy called the director of the Russian security department. She wants to directly report the name of the object. Want to use this news in exchange for life. Give me the Dominican name of the area. For the director by phone. Kia, the principal, came home not. The door lock is just sitting on the sofa, quietly waiting. Waiting for people to arrest Dominican by the police. T left to the airport. CIA has been waiting here for a long time. Naz silently looked at her and the eyes filled with disappointed by this woman. Still. Completed the mission at this time the plane. Russian helicopters fly to the opponent, leading the name of the Nias area required. The Russian side removed the output to determine His fate has been given. The person coming is not the principal. It was Ivan now asked to know. Dominica tricked them, but now it is also impossible to linger their feet to determine that is the goal to exchange. It turned out that the name Dominica revealed, for the director is not and the head that is the uncle of Ian, but the director after sending people. The investigation also discovered that at Ivan's house, the glass of wine used in addition they also broadcast. Ivan has a secret account. VN Americans transferred $250,000 into it. Moreover, the information is encrypted in the number. The disc from Ivan collected from Dominican also. Saya of a series of evidence makes. Ivan has no way to retreat. My grandchildren have harmed me. Do it very well, Uncle Ivan said the last sentence. In the ear of Dominican, then continue. On the American side, but Russia can honestly release a seller. The unscathed piece soon ambushed, ready to give Ivan a shot in the head. Dominica was brought to Russia, the new generation patriotic hero. The principal also sat under the clap, satisfied about her like that Dominican, my uncle, to become the director of the Nin department that she also became fried. The Sparus Sparrow, the highest peaked 2 floors. The custom of walking between Russia and the US she still had to continue the game. Hey, this